with your award-winning news team, Lynn Brooks, Terry Brewer, weather with Richard Scott, and sports with Gary Harris.
Coming up in home team weather, very warm on this Thursday, 60 in Tuscaloosa. How warm you're going to get for your weekend forecast. We'll talk numbers plus your rain chances. Home team weather is coming up. Stay with us.
Plus, see which businesses are on the way to making a comeback after the April storms. And the capstone is getting ready for Bama's national championship celebration. We'll have a sneak peek. Thanks for joining us. I'm Janie Wallace, in tonight for Terry Brewer and Lynn Brooks. New signs of storm recovery are popping up all around Tuscaloosa and Northport. What businesses are making a comeback and where you can find them in tonight's top story. According to Northport Mayor Bobby Herndon, Hobby Lobby will hold its grand opening Monday, February 6th. Hobby Lobby relocated from McFarland Boulevard after the April storms. And according to Meredith Lynch with Tuscaloosa Incident Command, Tuscaloosa residents can expect a new Hokkaido, Schlotzsky's, Full Moon Barbecue, McDonald's, and Dippin' Dots, and of course Krispy Kreme, to all return in or around their original locations. WVUA spoke with General Manager of Krispy Kreme, Evan Smith, and he says he's grateful for all the support and excited to be coming back.
You know, all the different meetings we've had to attend and meeting with the State Department, Highway Department, and our local city council and the mayor. And every meeting, you know, they've come up saying, we're getting wore out because Krispy Kreme's not started back. You know, we want to do everything in our power to get you going. And it was just amazing and exciting. I just thought we were a normal donut shop like we were in every other town. But with Facebook and stuff like that, it's overwhelming the people that want us back.
Smith told WVUA that if everything goes as planned, they're hoping to hold a grand opening in May or June. This weekend, the Alabama Crimson Tide is celebrating its 14th national championship, and signs of Bama's latest win are already appearing at the capstone. This morning, workers engraved 2011 into the wall around Coach Nick Saban's statue. This is the second time in 3 years that additions have been made to the Walk of Champions because of national championships. Sports analysts are starting to talk about Saban having a dynasty at Alabama. Fans are remembering back to the 1978 and 79 seasons when the Crimson Tide won back-to-back national championship. Ken Gaddy with Bryant Museum says this is a great start.
I think this is the start, like you think of the early 60s, the early 70s, those two big runs there. So hopefully this is the start of something like that. So if you think back to 1961, 64, maybe we're in that category there. So it's a good start.
Here now is a closer look at the celebration or the plans for Saturday. Starting at noon, the gates will open and fans can have a photo taken with the BCS National Championship Trophy in the South End Zone Plaza. The first 30,000 fans entering the stadium will receive a poster of the championship team. And university officials say the celebration kicks off at 2 p.m. inside Bryant-Denny Stadium. It is free and seating will be on a first-come, first-served basis. Also on Saturday, after the celebration, fans are welcome to tour the football locker room. And in case you can't make it in person, the celebration will stream live on RollTide.com. New at 5, fans of legendary Alabama quarterback Joe Namath can get a sneak peek at a documentary about his life. Namath will take place on Friday, January 27th at the ballroom of the Hotel Capstone. That's one day before it makes its debut on HBO. Tickets are free and available for 150 fans and will be distributed on a first-come, first-served basis. Now that will start, it will become available in the Bryant Museum lobby starting Monday at 9 a.m. There is a limit though, one ticket per person while they last. New at 5, West Alabama Mayors Association has new leadership. Today they elected Moundville Mayor Joshua Wyatt as a new president and Craig Patterson, Mayor of Gordo, as vice president. Wyatt told WVUA one of his goals this year is to work more closely with lawmakers in Montgomery to help make changes in West Alabama.
Help from Montgomery on occasions, but it's a lot easier for us to come together as a group. You know, a group of mayors together instead of just one going to Montgomery and trying to get something done. If we can pool our resources and our knowledge together, we can get a lot more accomplished.
Northport Mayor Bobby Herndon ended his term as president today, and their guest speaker was Dee Rowe with the Alabama Department of Transportation, and she discussed new road construction projects taking place for West Alabama counties. On your election watch, a presidential candidate calls it quits. Texas Governor Rick Perry is officially out of the Republican presidential race. After announcing he was suspending his campaign, he said he was throwing his support behind his former opponent, former House Speaker Newt Gingrich. Perry says he made the decision to suspend his bid for the presidency because there was no viable path forward for his campaign.
So I will leave the trail, return home to Texas, wind down my 2012 campaign, and I will do so with pride, knowing I gave fully of myself of a cause worthy of this country.
Perry's announcement comes just 2 days before the South Carolina primaries and just hours before the last debate ahead of the voting. There are now just 4 candidates left in the race for the Republican presidential nomination. On your Health Watch, Winn-Dixie announces a recall that may affect your dinner tonight. It involves Lisa Living alfalfa sprouts. Officials say they may have potentially been exposed to salmonella. It causes serious and sometimes fatal infections in young children, elderly people, and others with weakened immune systems. Now, Winn-Dixie says it has not received any reports of illness associated with the sprouts, but they have been removed from all stores in Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, Florida, and Louisiana. They were sold between January 7th through Wednesday and have expiration dates between February 1st and March 15th. Also on your Health Watch, failing to get enough shut-eye at night could be sabotaging your diet. A new study looked at 12 men over a 2-night period. One night the men were completely sleep deprived, and the other night they were allowed to sleep. They found the men tended to be hungrier after getting no sleep, even though their blood sugar levels were the same as if they had slept. Researchers say the findings show lack of sleep could be leading us to eat more when we don't need to. Got a product idea you'd like to see on Walmart's shelves? Well, the retail giant is holding a contest that could make that dream a reality. The contest is called Get on the Shelf. Entrepreneurs and inventors can enter products in any category the retailer already has, like clothing, electronics, or household goods. The public will vote online for the top 3 finalists. All 3 finalists will be sold on Walmart's website, and the top winner will be sold in Walmart stores nationwide.
Coming up in home team weather, it's dry on this Thursday evening across the state, but cloud cover starting to increase and showers become likely later tonight. What about the rest of the forecast and your weekend forecast? Weather is after the break. Stay with us.
Still to come, a new year is a great time to get your retirement plan in order. We'll show you how in this week's Money Watch. And later, the Tide's men's basketball team hosts Vanderbilt tonight, which marks the beginning of a tough 48-hour stretch for Bama. We'll go live to Coleman Coliseum later in your home team sports.